Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. Hi, Ken. Wow, first one here.
Pow!
Woo!
Pow! Pow!
All right.
Telling you.
Okay, let's just.
It is good to see the
All right, it looks like we're live everywhere.
showing up.
Hello.
I use the term.
Hi, Eric.
I use the term stalwart. I'm just saying. Ah.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, shut your mouth. Yeah, but we got somebody. Look at that.
Yay!
Get it. Eric showed up.
I
Awesome.
am so
good.
happy about our new
Wait
system.
a minute. I haven't done this enough yet.
Ooh,
Wait,
pomegranate.
what's that again?
Ken, we do have pomegranate. We have pomegranate
Yeah.
liqueur, don't we? Oh, no.
No, we don't.
We have acai.
Did we ever have Palma?
We
I
did.
don't know if
We
did
did. Yes, we did. We did.
We ran out of it?
We ran out.
No, we ran out of it.
Maybe next week.
We can't do it. Why didn't you tell me that 6 hours ago? What am I going to do, man?
know.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get the pomegranate juice and do something with that because that is just your grenadine.
No, grenadine. We have grenadine,
Yeah,
don't
grenadine.
we?
I thought we had grenadine, but I can't find it. But we do have pomegranate juice, which is like
We totally have it. We just can't find it.
I just sub that. Look, pomegranate juice you can get like many ways these days, particularly if you find like one of these bottles that is labeled Eastern Europe. They're usually at a very good price. I've seen stuff from Turkey that's because it comes from pomegranates. And then there's the stuff that's in a funny shaped bottle that's quite a bit more money at your supermarket, but it's still good juice. And I sub that for anytime you need grenadine because all grenadine is in the little bottle that's really red is a lot of like sugar and food color. And I'm like, yeah, just get the juice. Just get the juice.
It's easy to make.
And it's easy to do.
And you know it's of high quality.
Yeah, go red indeed.
Go red.
Anyway.
Well, I have red.
Anyway, I keyed anyway. I'm just yanking the chain because we're here and it's a Wednesday, baby. And we got great stuff going on and it's pink, you know. Got that
It's our Valentine's Day / birthday. Hi, Gettysburg Man. Gettysburg Man made these fabulous earrings that I'm wearing.
Check that stuff out, right?
Yes. You know what? I always ask you to share your link, and this evening I really, really meant to have it up myself. So
you're gonna grab it and drop it on you, folks. Bang!
I'm
Do you know where it is?
gonna add your link.
You can find
myself.
a pair of these fab ear decorations yourself. Mm-hmm.
I know.
They are so well done. This is like what looks like molded ceramic. I think it's is this printed?
It's clay, right?
Yeah, it's like a ceramic. It's like a ceramic clay. It's really cool. This is like really handmade stuff. It's so nice. The colors,
you know what?
fabulous. They're so cute. It's awesome. So we're gonna.
It's not letting me search on Instagram. Hi, Amy. Good to see you. Oh, and Bill and Julie. Hi.
Hello.
And Satellite. Hello. Yes, it's polymer clay. Okay, great.
There we go. Polymer clay.
I love them. Yes, if you could drop the link, I would appreciate it. I meant to have it up this evening, and we got a little stressed.
Hashtag
anyway,
goals don't always get there.
Yes,
but
Gettysburg Man made these earrings.
Very important.
Gorgeous. I love them.
They're really cool.
They're so neat. I love them.
It's
Thank you so much.
Slightly hard to see in the broadcast, but these are patterned. There's a heavy pattern stamped into them.
Yeah, they're amazing.
It's really cool looking.
And they're light.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they look like they would be heavy, and they're light.
The clay is actually like a really great material to use. I think we have a friend who used to use that to make ornaments for trees. Kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
So it's great. Yeah, and I think that's probably a standard craft store item, and if not, then you got a better supply than that, which is fine, you know.
I don't know. I've never tried, but I love them.
Yeah,
they're fabulous. So thank you. Please drop your link so people can go shop. There you go. She did. Okay, go shop on your page.
The Plum Run.
Thank you.
Is gonna do you
Mom.
right. Hey. Hello.
Yes, they're fabulous. I love them.
Oh, they're just fab. So if y'all are actually saying, "Oh, I really need something for my honey for Valentine's," well, there's a link right there.
There you go. Yep.
And I knew that, like at this point in time, shipping would have to be pretty fast.
Highly recommend.
But such things might happen, you know. So that's the thing. It's important to know these. It's important to be able to have the resources at hand. Bookmark that. Check it out yourself.
Yes.
We have we know some fantastic small artists who actually do great stuff in jewelry and painting and sculpture, etc., etc. You know, it's important to know that because handmade, that's a big thing these days, you know. This whole business with handmade videos, we've been doing it for years. People are making a lot of handmade crafts. There didn't used to be such a thing as Etsy. Well, now the world's your oyster with that. It's crazy. It goes on and on and on. Ask around. Somebody knows somebody who's doing these things. Had a train buddy at one point who was making earrings out of like molded paper, like sort of compressed glued paper. It was just like, wow, these were so elaborate. They were really nice. Really, really great work.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, she moved out of state, so I don't really have contact with her. But she was a great guy. So I threw some business her way at one point. I just thought I need, and you do, and we made things happen. So glad for the promo. When we made our little featurette, of course, one of my other train buddies is a painter, and he did loan to us some paintings for use in the background, and they were hung on set. You can see them in the film.
Yes, you'll see them in Ellen Waits. Okay, I'm done typing.
And quite frankly,
I'm focused.
And frankly, they're all for sale. So if you see something in Ellen Waits in the background that you like, we can absolutely put you in touch with the artist.
Oh, Bill's saying now that Valentine's Day is almost over, what's happening for Mardi Gras?
Oh boy.
Yes, we were hip. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you.
Yep.
We were hip to a party in Washington, D.C. that I don't know whether we'll be able to go, but that's happening.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. Oh, Lisa's on. Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
YouTube people.
Well, Lisa, I'm glad you're here on YouTube. Yeah, Facebook people, if you're missing Lisa, she's just on YouTube this week. So
as she notes, too, she's in the clink.
She's in Facebook jail.
Which means she's in jail. I'm in jail. And there she is.
I know.
That's a reference to the song, Dad, I'm in jail, of course. I'm not screaming at Lisa for being in jail. I think it is very silly of Facebook to put her in jail. And I will say that being on Facebook and using their blasted services, because sometimes they're all pain in the tuchus. But here we are, talking to you on said venue, and it works. And it looks really good this week. I tell you, the first time we did this with this new setup, it was like, the quality could have been a little better, but this has been improving.
I don't know, Amy. I don't know what Lisa did. Maybe she'll tell us.
Maybe she's tell us, and maybe she has an injunction against telling us. I don't know.
Maybe she's not allowed to speak to us about it.
My attorney said that I shouldn't speak. Hilarious.
Anyway. So we have some goodies this evening.
Oh, yes, we do.
We have the, you didn't think I was going to post a picture of birthday cheese without actually doing the birthday cheese, did you?
But this is actually not birthday cheese. The actual name of it
was cocktail cakes.
Cocktail cakes.
Which contains neither cocktail nor cake.
It's a little cake. Except that this is an Edam. Oh, it's not an Edam. This is a
Fontina.
It's Fontina. It's a Fontina cheese, and there's no cocktails in it. There's no hooch whatsoever.
Or cake.
So, and what is in it, Paul? Well, as Kelly noted earlier, it's...
Oh, thanks. Yes, I did make the dress. Thank you.
It's a cheese. That's it.
Hi, Errol.
That's your cocktail cake.
Just sitting here with my jailbird. Oh,
gosh. Yeah. Well, you can lord it over her now, but just you wait.
She's in the jail. She's doing
you wait.
Dancing to the jailhouse rock. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Eric says, I broke a mirror in my house. I'm supposed to get 7 years bad luck, but my lawyer thinks he can get me 5. I broke a mirror one time and absolutely nothing happened. So.
Zilch. Superstitions,
Anyway.
superstitions. I believe none of them, but I will tell you that, like, if the black cat does cross my path and people start freaking out, I'll say, I'm going home because y'all are freaking out. Once you stop freaking out, then I'll come out again. That's fine. I don't believe in any of those things. I do believe that crazy things happen because people believe.
We also have a new bottle of bourbon to try.
Hello.
Adirondack Family Farm Distillery.
Single barrel. Well, that's the big thing. But this is actually bourbon made in New York State. I believe this is coming to us from, if you want to tell us where do we have?
I can't read that.
Queensbury.
Oh,
hello.
Near Lake George.
I think we kind of know where that farm is.
Okay.
But this is one of the local distilleries. For us, it's a few hours, but that's local.
Also have another great one from Stephen Wright. I love Stephen Wright.
The classic.
We also have Dunkin' Chocolates, which individually wrapped Dunkin' flavored filled
donut
flavored filled chocolates. So they're donut flavored.
The 3 big Dunkin' flavors are, in fact, chocolate cream, brownie batter. Do they just put batter out in a shot cup or something? Brownie batter and Boston cream. Now, Boston cream is with a K So I was saying earlier that I'm
Boston
thinking
creme.
I really want that to be the custardy stuff and not the frosting. So we'll see what it is. Anyway, Dunkin' chocolates available at your local Walgreens. She asked me to find something kind of heart-shaped and fun. I said, this looks like fun, and it's heart-shaped. And
From Walgreens.
And it's full of chocolates. I love how they say serving size 3 pieces.
Oh my gosh.
That's good. That's really good.
Lisa says, I got in Facebook jail for videoing my own backyard one time. It was a video I did of my parents' anniversary. I don't know. I got nothing. Oh, social media. Social media. I know. I'm going to assume that nothing untoward was happening at your parents' anniversary, so...
I'm going to say something. You can fill in the blank. Because I don't say such things on the air. What the...
Bleep.
There you go. Fill in the blank.
So...
Because what the...
We'll be trying some things. But
okay,
anti-social media. Hi, Devin. Good to see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my birthday's actually next Tuesday, but we won't be seeing you live again before then, probably.
So it's going to be fun.
But next Wednesday is Glendora's birthday.
That's correct.
Her birthday's the day after mine.
Yeah, that's always true. And which she likes to remind you of every year it comes up.
She'll never stop telling me she's younger than me because her birthday is one day
younger.
Yeah, Lisa said I had the same look, Paul. yeah, and Errol says too.
I had that feeling.
Flagnog.
I had that strange feeling that this is exactly what was going through your head.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Devin.
But perhaps somehow your parents' backyard is extremely offensive. I tend to doubt this. And I say that as a media professional. So there we go.
I'm just going to say that in front of everything tonight. As a media professional.
As a media professional, I'm going to call bull bleep.
Oh, Eric's is the following week. Yep. What day, Eric? Let us know.
Drop the day. There we go. Big fun. Well, this one has
I'm just going to add that to everything. As a media professional.
As a media professional, you know.
As a media professional, I think I'll try this bourbon.
I just put on that voice that you get anytime you have a medication commercial. Ask your doctor about, you know, and they give you some ridiculous name. And I'm like, why do they name drugs stupid names? And I think it's some sort of copyright thing. If they name it something idiotic, nobody's going to copy it. So there you go.
As a media professional, I'm meeting my friend for lunch.
Ask your doctor about raccoon metalocaphab, and what the hell does that treat anyway? I don't know.
Errol says Glendora rocks. Brave her to cross the tracks for wine. She'll be very gratified.
On the other side of the tracks, you know, there's a little Broadway for you.
I know, Gettysburg, ma'am. Yeah. I don't see any snow in our future either. There might be some rain.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Well, we've both been through 40-mile-per-hour winds and bitter last week, and it literally blew the part of our fence off the fence.
Oh yeah, part of our fence blew down last week.
Our fence got off the fence. Literally, the part.
It's back up.
The part that's right near where we sit outside with the chimney and everything is a much longer section of fence, about a 12-foot section that I had to put together.
Eric says,
and unfortunately, a 6-foot section of fence is a massive sail in high winds, and it took it, and it couldn't take it. And it literally was 3-inch like star screws that were just popped right out of 4-inch beams. Now you're thinking, how about the beams? The beams are 2 feet in the earth, so they're not going anywhere. But the section of fence was like, I can't take it. And
ask your doctor
it totally whacked it.
About receiving the lounge.
Yeah, ask your doctor about receiving the lounge for your own
If
personal.
you're asking your doctor, doesn't he become a dealer at that point? I always say that. I'm like, you know, ask your doctor about the following. Like, wouldn't my doctor have told me if I had the following condition? Tell your doctor if you have blah, blah, blah.
Your doctor is going to take a look at your test and say, yeah, well, this indicates that you have. And
yeah, anyway.
The prescription is. Now, I also happen to know medical professionals who get courted by said medicine purveyors, and, you know, they wine and dine them, and they really wine them. And then they're like, free drugs! And I think, man, that is just some kind of a racket. That's all. I'll just say that's some kind of a funny thing.
Gettysburg, ma'am, said we lost a few branches during that windstorm. Yeah, what else do we one of our globes on one of our lamps blew out.
It's a set that my mother had.
It's like a vintage.
In the 70s. They were like these plastic globes. They've been sitting in the UV light for 45 years, and they're really fragile. Yeah. So, frankly, they got a little beat up and they're done. I'm like, well, you know, it's going to happen.
Oh, Amy, I know it's supposed to be in the it's supposed to be
grief.
60 here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
60 degrees. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It would. I think it got up to like 48 here today.
It was high enough to be pretty civil outside.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
absolutely say. My neighbor was grilling. Hey, that's always a plus.
Well, he was putting things on the fire anyway.
Yes, he was. Well, it's 15 past, and the birthday girl hasn't even started
I
yet.
know. Well, I'm with Errol.
Mhm.
If I have to tell my doctor what meds to prescribe, I think I need a new doctor. Exactly.
That means that makes you.
Hi, Casey.
Hey.
Ew.
Yeah, it
Eric
is a good
says,
run.
listening to some out of print music in the background.
Well,
Okay.
that's a big
All
plus
right.
too. What's the music? Drop the link. Yeah, the
45-year-old. That is a good run.
You remember these lights? They were like those white
I do need
plastic
a birthday
globes
drink.
that Irene had in the backyard, and she just had them on the awning around the pool, which was like this real heavy duty aluminum awning that I hope is still there. That was put up to stay. That should still be there. That was sunk in
I
concrete.
think those people probably got rid of everything, but
I don't know. We'll have to see.
well, actually, do we want to taste bourbon before we?
No, drink first, then taste. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely,
I'm glad someone has a plan.
absolutely.
Okay, so I don't have a name for this one yet, but it's going to be something birthday related.
75ish. Yeah,
I'm
we can
going
do
to
that.
start with an ounce of Reposado tequila. I'm doing bubbly drinks because
He does remember the lights, absolutely. You remember those? Just like setting up back there when it got dark.
yeah.
It was just one of the magical places.
We still have them
you know?
up, but I think we've lost a couple of the globes so far.
I just need to source some polyethylene white globes, and I could reproduce these in a second. It's not really a big deal.
Well, don't we know
Yeah.
people with 3D printers these days?
Actually, we do, come to think of it. It's going to take a lot of plastic resin. But,
Okay, so
yeah, anyway.
not the birth teeny, no.
Ah!
Hi, Dime. Good to see you, and hi, Peter. Good to see you too.
Eddie Jobson, and we got a big thumbs on that. Oh,
Ah,
now we're
okay.
talking like
All right.
now we're talking like a little Fusion Prague. Yeah.
So far, I have added 1 ounce of tequila to my flute.
Birthtini.
The birthtini. I'm not calling it that.
there is one teeny we will
Ew.
not be making on the air. You know what
This
it
is
is.
sticky.
I'm not going to say a damn thing. You know, we haven't
Good.
used that in a long time.
Good.
Yeah, good.
All right, a half ounce chocolate liqueur. I
Ooh.
recommend getting a good quality one.
Trader Vic's is an excellent quality chocolate
Yes.
liquor.
I saw Marie Brizard has one too.
Yeah.
That would be okay too.
That would be
So.
perfectly good. Brizard, and is there one from Giffard? Brizard, Giffard,
I
all the
haven't
arts.
seen a chocolate. They have a vanilla, which I have over here.
And they actually have
What?
a passion, which is pretty exciting. And they have, what was the one we saw today that looked really? Oh, there was a pimento.
Yes.
Pimento, which is of course allspice flavored. Pimento liqueur. That used to be extremely hard to find.
So
We still make our own.
so far, I've added an ounce of Reposado tequila, a half ounce chocolate liqueur, 1/4 ounce fresh lemon juice, and I'm going to do 3 dashes of Fee Brothers Black Walnut
Black
bitters.
walnut bitters is a
And
good
now
place
it's
to be.
time to pop that
Well,
bottle.
let's make that happen, friends.
Hey.
Oh, a prank on Eddie. Ha ha! That's hilarious. Those funny guys.
Oh, thank you, Peter. Yeah, everything but the birthday cake. Oh, I like that. Okay.
Well, Ken,
I think you just named it.
Ken is name checking Jethro Tull. I believe we
I'm
saw
calling
them
it everything but the birthday cake.
live at the Nassau Coliseum in 1988, maybe, and they were really good.
Okay, it
I
is
actually
named.
really enjoyed them. So
I have not seen Jethro Tull.
no, you know, it was funny because it was part of the show was very folky, and then they go to the second part and they start playing Aqualung and all that, and it's just like, damn, it's like metal Tull,
Pardon
you know.
me?
But people remember them for being very proggy, folky, and forgetting that their first couple albums are just like heavy metal. They're really hard rock, in like a Zeppelin vein, and it's pretty amazing, you know. I like those first couple of records a lot, so I still would listen to those.
Yay.
Hello.
All right.
Sinclaivia. Hello.
I have no idea what you all are talking about. So.
Yeah.
Ah!
Hey, stop it.
No breakage.
I'm telling
Right.
you, there will be no wreckage.
Okay.
Be right back.
Stir, and let's give it a try.
Sure with.
All right. Ooh, it's chocolatey. I can already tell. Yummy. Mmm. I love this. This is so good.
Sounds delish.
Mmm.
And you know what? I forgot.
Oh, thank you. Pittsburgh, ma'am. I'm looking at all the what I assume is Jethro Tull talk. I have no idea what we're talking about. I'll wait for Paul to come back and pick up the slack on that part of the conversation. I got nothing. If we were talking Depeche Mode or something, I would be in the game.
I'm like Flynn. Seriously.
All right. Okay, all right. You guys,
I'm not well versed enough with the Synclavier to know if it was actually basically a DAW. I know that it was a pretty sophisticated programmable synth. So, and I know that Frank, one of the big users back in the day was Frank Zappa, and he loved it because it did exactly what he wanted to do with these things. And he could program all this stuff, and you could record digitally. And he loved digital because you could do like all these overdubs, and you wouldn't get all this generational loss. It wouldn't be like analog tape.
Turn up the sound. Bill says the sound is low.
Okay.
I'm not sure what we can do.
Let me try something.
Here. Okay.
Let me try
something. Oh wait, can we do this? No,
that's going to choose a different device.
Right.
That's definitely up. We need to go back to this, and do I need to try this thing? I think this system software.
I think it's because we updated software. It's.
All right, fine. I need to figure out what this is in here.
Well, I can do. Oh, there it is. Sound.
So sound input is definitely coming from.
Oh, you want USB device.
The Pro microphone.
Try it's using the wrong mic.
Yeah, that's one thing. And I gotta crank it up too.
Okay.
Try this.
Let's see if that's better.
How does that sound, sir? That should definitely give you more punch.
All right. Well.
You know, they change one thing on you, and then suddenly you can't do anything. That's kind of the kicker right there.
All right. Okay.
So what's up? Anybody sound better?
It's in Depeche Mode. I'm setting on my Whirlpool washing machine.
It is, in fact.
All right. Oh, okay. The sound is better. Okay.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, I hope everything didn't get missed earlier.
There we go. Boom, done. Yeah. I mean, it might have been a little low.
All right.
We see the little lights dancing around, and it looks good, but there we go. We have a microphone directly above us.
Okay, everyone says better. Yay.
Which you cannot see. You're not supposed to
see. Yeah, we do have a mic up there.
You're not supposed to see that because you're not supposed to pay any attention to the man behind the screen. But the mic's there, and that actually will give you us better than we used to be. And I think it was actually using the microphone here, which
I was using the mic on the computer.
That's the kind of microphone I call adequate. And we like to do a little better than that around here. I'm just saying. So we did.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad it's clearer. We're still learning on the StreamYard, but it's so much better. It's so much better than we had.
I think it's because, no, system software changed, and it looks differently, and I couldn't find the setting before we went live.
Hallelujah.
But I just did, and now I can see it, and now I can get it. And if Macintosh will please, when I plug in a microphone, accept my, are you ready? Bleep microphone, then we wouldn't have these problems. So, there you go.
I know.
Yes. No, this StreamYard has been good to us so far. I will.
Yep, I'm loving it.
Cross fingers, but it's been good to us so far. And who is without a drink now?
You.
Well, I guess I better get busy.
Get yourself a drink.
I got a flute.
Oh, Wicked Witch of the West.
I do not have a flute. I do have a flute.
I got you a flute.
Oh, excellent. Very good. So there we go.
Is it live or is it Memorex?
Chill the flute. Does everybody remember that? The funny thing is I remember people at the time being like, Memorex tapes are junky and they'll screw up your tape deck. I'm like, but they have all the big commercials. What are you talking about? Honestly, I think
they'll screw up your tape deck.
They did heavy advertising, but then after a while, I think there was heavy advertising from like Maxell and TDK. People remember buying audio tape. That was the big thing. These things, and if you still had one of the big reel machines, pretty much the only thing you could find were those big Maxell tapes. They were good. They were really very good for the purpose, and I bought a few of them in the day. They were expensive, and that's why I don't have that many of them.
Hi, Mikhail. Good to see you.
I would enjoy very much if somebody...
Oh, it's Bobby's birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Bobby John.
Bobby John.
Fellow Aquarian.
If somebody out there has a source for some good used blanks, I could... I've been itching to do some recording because that's kind of fun.
Oh, Microsoft has laid off about 5,000 people. Everyone is, right?
Yeah. Great guys.
Oh, it's so funny what you're saying because back in the day, I bought a lot of tapes.
Yeah.
Because I was taping a lot of things off the radio, etc., or copying other people's cassettes, and I always bought the cheapest because I never had any money. So
Yeah, you had to economize somewhere.
oh, Peter remembers Maxell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Maxell.
Bedford, Mass. BASF crew.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
all
because
right.
there was the plant there that was cranking out the tapes.
Radio Shack. I mean low noise
Ah,
cassettes.
I know. The thing about
Even I get that.
Radio Shack concert tape was that, like, when the BASF plant shut down for the night, all of the, like, seconds that they were, like, rejects, they would send to Realistic, and that became their tape. So there was this, and I think some of them might have been Irish recording tape. That's a really old brand from back in the day. There was always, like, kind of a secondary brand.
Irish recording
Yeah,
tape?
Irish. Take a look at some really old ads. You'll find Irish recording. If you wanted to buy quality tape in the 60s, you were buying, like, Scotch 3M tape and Ampex. But those are the inventors of audio tape. So there you go.
The cheapest BASF. Gettysburg Mass says, I have a plethora of VHS plastic in a cupboard in the garage that is littered with Days of Our Lives episodes from the 90s. We had so many tapes like that. And then we put a bunch out for the trash. And then someone we knew came and was like going through them out. Yeah, so it was, I think they did, a lot of them stayed out of the landfill, but yeah, we had a ton.
Unfortunately, like old blank VHS tapes have no value to anybody but anything, and they're not recyclable, and they're just garbage. They're just junk these days. The one thing you can do with them is if you have a hi-fi machine, you can record audio on them, and it honestly sounds really good. And you can get about 6 hours worth of high quality audio on a VHS tape.
Lisa says, just wondering if the wine glass they used in the Memorex commercial really burst.
Is it
real or is it Memorex?
Or was it Fakerex?
Fakerex.
Yeah, good question. I recall the original commercial of that was they got I think Ella Fitzgerald to record a particular note. Now the note that she had to sing would be the resonant tone of the glass. And apparently she sang it, and they played it back through a Memorex tape. And, well, what you do is you crank the audio up really high, and that exceeds the strength of the glass.
Mikhail says, my mom crochets with cassette and VHS tapes.
Oh, wow.
Well, he plays 8-track tapes.
Yeah, well,
right
yeah,
over here in our living room. So I don't.
Power to you.
I think we can.
Can what?
Do cassette.
Yeah, cassette set up right there.
I'm probably not going to reach for it, but we could do that.
You have a whole bunch of cassettes that you bought in the 80s, so they work.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't have a way to view them. I know. Like I don't think we have a VHS set up at the moment.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, and plastic. Does she knit out of the plastic bags? Does she knit the stuff with the plastic bags? I love that.
Pass me the sour cherry, please.
I can.
The plastic bags where you kind of like
Paul's
stretch them tight, and then like knit them. You get this bag that you can take to the pool that's waterproof and very durable.
Eric's gonna.
And what else are you gonna do with those damn plastic
bags?
Eric's
gonna get
anyway?
Us sent to Facebook jail if I say this out loud. An intimate moment. All right. So what are you doing here?
Funny man.
What are you doing here?
Half ounce of sour cherry.
Okay. I've been looking forward to these bubbly drinks since we bought the bubbly earlier today.
So she's very happy to have one now.
I
didn't try your drink.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, yeah.
You better get in there because it's halfway gone.
Just a little? Oh, that's very good.
Isn't it?
No, that's not.
And
this
it's
lovely
light.
chocolate
It's
cherry.
light.
Oh, hello. I could use that sour, please.
Mm.
I'll take about an equal amount of the lemon. That's about a half ounce of the lemon.
Okay.
That should be good.
What else?
And I could probably use some base in there, and I'll take the brandy, please.
I was planning at the brandy.
I was looking sideways.
How much brandy are you planning to use?
I'll use an ounce. What the heck?
This is sort of like what I was thinking for my second round, so I'll have to do something.
Maybe make it a second round.
No, I know what to do. I'm going to do something different. Okay.
That's an ounce. And I got that in a cold glass because I chilled the glass. And then I'm going to top with cold bubbles.
Okay.
So there we go. So anyway, I got that going on too.
I'm I'm saying chilled rosé cava, but you could do
pink
cava or
bubbles is
prosecco.
the way to go. Now, if you don't happen to have pink bubbles, but you happen to have bubbles, I'm like, use your bubbles. They'll work, of course. Pink is fun. Pink is very Valentine's.
For Valentine's Day. You know how it is.
Birthday girl over here. There we
you
go.
know how it is. Oh boy! Oh
I'm
man, we're missing some comments here. Okay, wait, hold on.
That one.
We should have a cassette cocktail. Peter says. Oh yeah, getting the home movies transferred from VHS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I tell you, that's actually more important than other formats. Like your old Super 8 movies on Kodachrome, those are actually pretty durable as long as you're not storing them in the basement. But your VHS tapes they just deteriorate. And it's because of the way the signal's recorded. All your color information is in the high frequencies. That's what deteriorates by just sitting there. So you've got to transfer those, or they're just going to go to hell.
I got to share this. Gettysburg
Maybe they already
says,
went to hell. I don't know.
Did you see that Melinda Dillon's family released that she passed right after the New Year? I did. I think you shared it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah. I hope she got to see the Christmas Story sequel before she passed. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. That's sad. That's a loss.
She reached a good age and she did some good work. She was actually in, if I'm not mistaken, we have...
Eric, I know what you mean about being an adult. We can't say these things.
She was in the play version of Whatever Happened to Virginia Woolf. I think... no, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
She was either in the original cast or the replacement cast, because we've got
she was Honey.
An audio recording of that, and she was either like in the first. So that would have been 1962, I think. So well ahead of all of this, there she was like doing serious theater, and that's like Uta Hagen, man. That's like
Mikhail, she does do those bags. I know my sister has one of those. The tote bags, out of the.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, yep, I love those. Those are great.
So, yeah, and as a matter of fact, we used to have a lot of raw material for those, but we never get those stupid plastic bags anymore, so...
Well, because they're banned in New York.
Because they're banned in New York,
anyway.
which is fine by me, because I hated those stupid plastic bags. I didn't knit them, but I would have gladly handed them to somebody and said, can I give you $5 to make a bag?
I would have, but...
But, anyway.
Didn't have... I'm an enthusiastic and lame knitter.
You have knit me 2 scarves.
I know, I can do scarves.
Which are mightily warm. Because she uses like real wool. I mean, it's
good
hardcore.
Wool. I just am not
really good wool. They're really cool. And they're really long. They're like a Doctor Who length scarf.
Oh,
really cool.
That's a good idea, Gettysburg, ma'am. Should have some cotton totes made with our logo. I think that'll be our next.
I believe
item.
That is easily
we can do that.
wrangled through one of those purveyors that will print on demand.
Yep.
And our logo can do. I think so.
Yep.
So this I haven't really named, but it's yet another 75 variation, and we're going to spend the evening doing that. 75 variations.
I'm going to call it.
That's right. We're going to make 75 drinks tonight, and we're going to drink them in front of
you. All right. Okay. I've got an idea for a name. You keep talking.
That's what we're going to. No, we're not going to drink 75 drinks. The French 75 variations are simple, and you can go for a long time on those. You can have a few of these and be like, I'm feeling pretty good, you know.
All right.
If you're at your own party,
keep talking.
You can hang out. You can be good. It's great stuff.
I have a name, but I just have to. I need a little help. Don't.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Don't.
No, I'm just seeing some funny.
You keep talking.
I'm seeing some funny names going on there.
You keep talking.
We started with Eddie Jobson, and we're starting to go to interesting places.
I'm in the zone here.
By the way, I was actually playing 8s recently of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Eddie Palmieri, and who did I just fix that actually worked just fine? Oh, the Guess Who. It was like some really, really early Guess Who material, like well before they had huge hits, and there were some really cool songs on there.
All right, so I was just looking.
Taped that for a long time.
The cassette conversation made me think about K-Tel.
Ah, yes.
And
you can tell it's K-Tel.
There was a K-Tel album called The Stud. So I think we should call your drink The Stud.
The Stud. It's The Stud.
Stud.
You know, usually they had collections with names like Night Flight and Southern Fried Rock, but this one was The Stud. It's Southern
Fried Rock.
We have a number of K-Tel albums, I will say, for their purpose. They delivered the hits that you were interested in on the lowest quality vinyl that they could, and they did it repeatedly. Remember, cassettes and 8-track tapes cost $1 more.
Do we have records on the Cook label?
Cook, who's asking?
No, I just say he's like.
Oh yeah, we have a few Cooks, and
we have a few Cooks.
He actually recorded a ton of stuff. He was based in I think Stamford, Connecticut. Emery Cook, he was a real pioneer.
Gettysburg, man, no, we didn't. When was the earthquake? We did not feel it.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, didn't feel that at all.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Earthquakes are no joke.
No, they aren't. You come from the land of.
Play the Shaft theme. Our wedding dance was partially to the theme from Shaft.
We had 2 themes, and that was one of them because we thought it was highly
because
appropriate.
he ends off songs to jam more on the albums. Hi, Clinton. Good to see you.
Yep.
Hey, good to see you too. Yeah.
Cook Records was a audiophile label well before such a thing existed. This is like early 50s, and yes, this is the first label to release stereophonic sound in about 1952. And he called it binaural, and it literally had 2 grooves on the record, and you had to have an arm with 2 cartridges to play this back. This is crazy. You obviously had like half the playing time on a record, but it worked. And people were like nuts about this. It was very expensive to do that. And it has nothing whatsoever to do with what they call binaural sound. It was just stereo. That's
the
all.
epicenter was 2 miles from West Seneca, New York. How did we not hear? Oh my God. How did we not hear about this?
Funny.
Is...
But
I feel terrible because I'm sure we knew people who felt it.
As soon as I found out about Cook, I found a few things, and they were like ethnic music, which was... And they sound fabulous. You know, they're a little noisy, but they still sound fine.
Julie says, dancing to the theme from Shaft. We can dig it.
You know, we can.
So it started off, like the first part of our wedding dance was to the theme from The Odd Couple. So we had 2 movie themes.
Yeah, hello. It's us we're telling here. So, Odd Couple, from the motion picture with the lyrics, because the lyrics are very important. And we did a little, that is basically a foxtrot, so we did a foxtrot to that.
And everyone's like, oh, they're a couple, and they're odd,
and
you know? And then, like, as soon as that song ended, and, like, we went into our little, like, ending, like, blah, 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 and people were clapping, and then it went on, like, dun, 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 and we went into this hustle routine.
And immediately you go into that classic wah-wah pedal.
Yep.
From the Isaac Hayes band. I forget his guitarist name. His guitarist name was with him. His guitarist was with him for like 4 or 5 years and did a ton of work. But he's the man who came up with what they call that Chukka Waka sound. And it just defined everything. It's like, just watch Shaft. Watch that opening 5 minutes of Shaft and you're like, holy crap, this is something new in cinema. And it was.
Yeah, K-Tel still exists, right?
Wow. No way. Okay.
I know. Oh, was it a 3.8? Oh my gosh. I mean, I grew up in earthquakes, but there's still like there's just something very humbling even about a small one.
We apparently have them regularly on the East Coast, and they're very small. You sleep through them.
All right.
The one time was going back to about 2012 maybe, when there was that one that was centered around DC and Virginia, and it actually caused some serious damage down there.
Oh my gosh. Casey says my first album was K-Tel Dynamite.
Ah!
Oh my God. What was on that?
Yeah, was that on LP, cassette, or 8-track tape? Just asking for a friend.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna light up the cocktail cake.
The cocktail cake.
Which has neither cocktail nor cake, but
oh shucks.
And then I'm gonna blow out the candles because we're like that. If I can get the match to light.
If you can only get the match to light. Didn't you use the match light? You know, you just one match and then you have a campfire for hours.
Dang.
Seriously. Does anybody do that with charcoal? You get the stuff that just lights.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't think I was lamely striking that match.
Maybe it's these cheap Frankie's matches. I'm just saying. I love Frankie's.
All right.
Their matches might leave something to be desired.
Happy birthday to me. A cheesecake, right? Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday to me. You got to do it fast. These candles. I got the cheap ones. They don't burn long, but
yeah.
I'm just going to.
You didn't get the ones that relight, do you?
Those were like $5.
No.
No. All right. I'm going to strike a pose. So that I can take a screenshot later. All right.
Woo!
All right. Oh, Thank you. Thank you, Gettysburg map. All right.
Earthquake under 6's cocktail shaker, Whoa! Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Now there's a martini. Boom.
All right, it's
Gotta
time
love that.
for the cocktail cakes.
That's the stuff. I happen to like a cheesecake myself as well.
2 at the most.
But the concept of this as a cake is hilarious because it is a
There are
cheese
the matches in the...
dot cake. Match holder. Here we go.
Anyway, we have bread.
We do have some bread back here, so for this. So we're supposed to basically
Wanna get back
scoop
your
this out
love
and put
by
this on bread.
Flair.
Kind of crazy.
Flair. Wait. All right. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, I think we're caught up. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. We have bread.
Yes, we do. Super Bowl charcuterie board. Hello, all of you football fans. All of you fans of the gridiron.
Oh yeah, no, my birthday's actually on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
but I'm happy to include Bobby John in our birthday celebration here because my birthday's not until next week. Although we've already had one small birthday outing.
We had a little something last night.
I'm usually a very decisive person, but I have commitment phobia for my birthday. It's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, I don't know.
There.
So where?
There.
Where?
Oh, I tell you.
Anyway.
I tried to ameliorate that because I'm like, it's not that important. There's so many good options.
Super Bowl charcuterie
that
board
we
sounds
choose
great.
like 6 awesome options and like just choose one. It's fine. It's fine. Because guess what? We can do the other 5 during the year.
No, I got to do all of them.
What, during birthday season?
Yes.
That's a lot of drinks. Well, what the heck?
Well, they don't all have to be like a million drinks. Like,
No, that's true.
don't forget, Glennie's birthday is next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
I think maybe next Wednesday's happy hour will be Glenda's
No,
birthday.
we're not forgetting anything. Who could forget Glennie? Hello.
Oh, good night, Gettysburg. Okay, well, all right. We'll see you soon, Gettysburg, ma'am. She'll be back.
Yep.
She'll be back.
Yep.
Okay.
You're on.
Oh, I remember that, Bill. I remember that earthquake.
Oh, the 1989.
Yep.
Whacked the.
I remember that. I still lived there. I still lived in California then. Yeah.
Whacked the Bay Area, collapsed a section of the freeway, killed a lot of people, did a hell of a lot of damage, and I believe that was during a.
Peter, we love saffron.
Wasn't that during a ball game?
Saffron.
So.
I don't remember, but I remember it was. Yeah. That was scary. Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah, saffron is right on the corner from us. Indian food. Awesome.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, just fantastic. I'm telling the rest of the audience here, but Peter knows. It's great stuff. They are really, really
I'm
good.
trying to decide.
Indo-Pac food.
I think we need to try some bourbon.
I think I need to pour some more bubbles, too. And I will. But let's try some bourbon.
Okay, well, hell. If you're pouring more bubbles.
If you're pouring bubbles, I'll take some
more bubbles. Thank you.
Just a little bit before we come up with another
Thank
stuff,
you. All right.
The great thing about bubbles
Oh,
is
during the
that
World
they're light.
Series. Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, the World Series. You're right. Yeah. I forget who was playing at the time, but this being San Francisco, was this the Giants? I'm kind of thinking. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I know a few things. So I remember that at the time.
I know what I like.
Well, I don't profess to be a big sports fan, but I respect the fact
no, Peter
that,
says I remember
these things
watching.
happen. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Adirondack Family Farm.
So
bourbon.
it's a farm. They grow grain. They take some of it and make hooch.
I
is
assume that's
a
what they do.
classic setup right there. And definitely in the Hudson Valley. That's what people used to do.
No, they're in the Adirondacks. They're not in the Hudson Valley. They're in the Adirondacks.
They would do that there too.
Well, yeah.
Well, they did it all around the country. I mean, Pennsylvania used to be a huge producer of rye. It's been a long time, but it's coming back.
You get Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, he lost that one. Oh, well.
I get Aaron Burr.
Oakland A's. Okay.
Okay,
That's funny how this smells like a micro. It has that aroma of a micro distillery.
But anyway.
It is, but it does.
My point was...
Giants were playing. Giants and A's. Okay, wow. Oh, that's a total California series.
Bobby says, happy early birthday. I wish I was turning 30.
Here's to you, my friend.
Is it your 29th birthday again?
There you go. Or 38 like Jack Benny.
Oh, Eric's eating cereal right now. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right.
This is slightly high proof. This is actually advertised as 86 proof. And I'm like, I can't really tell.
Oh, I like it. It's
that
good.
Between 86 and 80.
All right.
If it's higher proof, I can usually tell because it starts to give you a kick.
Can you see it still? I'm going to put it where you can see it.
That's
right.
really smooth. That's like a very nice product.
Okay.
I'm happy. I'd
That's
be
a
happy to
good
mix
one.
with that anytime. So, yeah.
Oh, Bill says lots of my family lives in Tennessee. They make hooch. Good for them. I wish I could make hooch.
Well, you know, that's
if I could make hooch, I'd never leave that.
Classic thing to do back in the day in Tennessee. But the only thing is, you had to keep ahead of the revenuers.
The revenuers.
And you had to drive a fast car to do so, and that is the basis of NASCAR, of course, which is hilarious. So
Harry says, I like coming up with ideas to thwart surprise parties.
Oh, yeah.
I've only ever had one surprise party, and it was my bridal shower, and I was truly surprised.
I can name one other, but...
Surprise party?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. Yeah, but your bridal shower was a surprise because
there was a tiki. I had a birthday party too. You're correct. You're correct. There was a birthday party. Yes.
But the bridal shower was great because it was with my family and we were in familiar locations. And all I really had to do was to get her to the venue. And,
Amy, thank you. We'll check it out.
An extremely minor amount of maneuvering, but we got her there and we just went in and bang. And it worked just great. So, like, people asked me to take care of that. I thought, yeah,
I'm happy to check out a distillery, so thank you.
Distillery in the town where it lives? Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
Spicy
I like
water.
this. And it was not expensive. We've had their gin before.
Gin was very good.
Because it's available in our
gin
local
was
store.
about 90 proof, too. I think it's funny how they make the
oh, look at this.
The clear goods.
You're not sure you tasted it well enough? You gotta
I'm not sure at all.
Taste it again.
I need to taste it again. You know, but we're here.
It's delicious. So Adirondack Family Farm Distillery.
Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if we do.
They're not paying us to say that.
No, they aren't. We just bought the product
deeply
today.
wish they were.
Ourselves out of our pocket. I wish that they had
I wish they
subsidized us,
were.
but they did not. So.
Oh my gosh. Errol says, we aren't big sports fans either, but every time we go to Mom's, she wants all to play a sport. Funny, I watch 78-year-old woman get PO'd like John McEnroe because her team is losing.
That might actually sound slightly familiar to our experience. But anyway, I'm just saying.
It was on the line, the chalk flew up.
You know.
Oh, no one's getting paid. Oh, God.
You know, seriously. People will fly off the handle at these things, and it's what it is, you know. All I can think of is all of those great sports songs from Broadway back in the day, like, and then they thought about the game, and just makes you think about such things. And I could pass that football.
It makes you think about the game. All right, let's see. This was advertised.
That's good. Yeah.
This was advertised as creamy, and I just shot a plug of it across the room.
I guess it's slightly hard, but you know.
Well, it's creamier than I dared hope. That's like a song title. Creamier than I dared hope.
No comment.
All right.
So here we go. So Gallo is pressuring the. Oh, thank you so much. The distillery. The distillery is actually no competition for Gallo. They produce different products. That's crazy. Why would they do that, Bill?
Ugh.
I just think that they need to rethink what they're doing because distilleries, breweries, and wineries do very different kind of things. And any of them that will make, say, liqueurs, that's yet a fourth product. They all work together. We will mix things here that involve liquor and wine products and fortified wine products and liqueurs.
That sounds wrong, by the way.
And sometimes beer. It's like it all works for us. They're not in competition. I take issue with Gallo right here and now. That's kind of crazy.
The Super Bowl shuffle.
That's good.
I have literally zero interest in the Super Bowl, but I have a lot of interest in the Puppy Bowl and eating nachos.
The Kitty Bowl?
So
yeah, there you go. Kitten bowl. This is good. As a cake, it's not cake. As a cheesecake, it is cheese, but not cake. As a cocktail cake, it has no cocktails in it. But I'm enjoying some cheese and bread.
Gallo,
Yeah,
bah!
but definitely.
Martini and Rossi, Asti Spumante. I remember those commercials. Martini and Rossi, Asti Spumante. It's the kind of thing you learn to say before you know what those words actually mean.
Local wineries that help each other out. I think, to my mind, it's all about cooperation.
Right.
If you're gonna you need to close. That is very negative on the part of Gallo, who was a major winery.
I feel like
Wow.
around here, distilleries and stuff would help each other out, and wineries, because it's
You're all in the same bag.
such a small region.
You're all in the same bag. You're all producing product that people who actually enjoy liquor products will try.
I would hope they would help each other out.
I mean, I think among people who are here, many people will drink wine, will drink beer, will try liquor. It's like, what are you actually serving? They will try all those things. We will try all of these things because it's all open to us, because we need to figure out what is worth mixing with. And we do that to you on a weekly basis. I find it just crazy that a winery would be pressuring someone to close. That is outrageous.
So sad.
Yeah.
I'll take that spray, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
One of these. A zoop.
Thank you.
Yep.
That, it almost fits. Okay. All right. Am I right? Before I face the world.
Looking good.
Okay.
Face them. Face them.
Hi, Eric Tiki.
Hey, Art. Yep.
Wife can't drink any red wines. Okay, there's a lot of
I hear that.
there's a lot of whites out there.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Some people have a real problem with all those tannins, and it will mess them up. Don't do them. White wine. Done deal. Easy.
Bobby says, my twin brother Richard hacked my Facebook page. He can be a dick sometimes. Oh, that's hilarious.
Funny man.
I know.
So.
It's weird watching a stream without connection drops. I credit our new system, StreamYard. They're not paying me to support them, but
we're paying them.
nerd. That was funny, I thought. All right. So, I think I'm just having bubbles right now. Oh wait, I also have my sample too.
Yes, you do.
Double fisting.
I finished my sample.
I'm not going to have more sample because I'm not that kind of girl, but thank you. Do any local distilleries produce orange liqueur?
Not that I know of. They really should.
I don't think so, Peter. And honestly, I feel like American fruits, with all of the fruits they produce, should.
Now, they don't produce oranges because this is not citrus country.
Well, no, but...
However, which county are they located in?
Orange.
So, no matter what, they might think about that. And that's
Now, it's a different... I realize that's oranges, like William of Orange, blah, 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 like whatever.
Orange is orange.
I get
That's
that there's a historical orange thing that has nothing to do with actual oranges. But
Whatever.
still.
Whatever. Orange County, New York will never produce oranges, but there's a reason for it.
Ah, we're talking
There you go.
reds here. Okay.
Hello. Let's talk.
This is good stuff. I will be making another cocktailish thing at some point.
Cocktail-esque.
but-
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ooh,
The stud.
so good.
By the way.
Stud.
By the way, that first one was labeled the stud. Just saying, it was inspired by K-Tel.
All right, I'm going to put your... Don't knock it over. I'm putting your thing right there. Because I want a little more cheese.
I'm holding it.
I don't want bread. I just want the cheese.
Have the cheese. What the heck? Hello, Johnny. Glad to see you here.
Hi, Johnny. All right,
Mhm.
I got my cheese.
Yep. We're here telling you about a few Valentino drinks because this one was born on the 14th of this month. Hello.
I was.
That's
not this month, but a February, a number of years ago.
I'm not saying you were born 7 days from now, but I'm saying
6
that
days in the future.
You were born on that date.
Ooh.
Yes.
Errol says the dandelion wine Lisa made had an orange flavor to it. Great stuff, but you have to collect a crazy amount of flowers. I bet, because we tried to do that one time, and that was a year that no dandelions came in. No joke. Like I think we found about 3.
That's
it was
stupid.
Ridiculous.
That's
Every
nuts.
year before that, it was like, oh, it's a field of dandelions. That year, forget it.
And dandelions, of course, are a weed, but are also edible. You can put them in your salad. Hello.
22 years ago. What was 22 years ago? I've lost the thread of the conversation.
Yeah, I actually can't see what you were talking about before.
Wait, hold on. 22 years ago.
Nope, not getting it. Hello.
All right. Let us know, because now I want to know. 22 years ago.
I'm still irked at the concept that Gala.
Oh, my birthday.
pressure
Oh,
somebody
dime.
to be out
Yes.
of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, correct.
Oh, I have a friend whose birthday is the 12th, and he was saying yesterday, it's my 30th birthday this week. It's not his 30th birthday. Not his 30th. But that was funny. Hi, Carradine. Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, Johnny. Yeah. Oh, yes. Johnny has fried dandelions. That sounds really good, actually.
That kind of sounds like. I'm actually not sure what that sounds like, but it sounds like something
I think
very
it sounds
familiar.
good. That sounds great.
I'm thinking it sounds like fried artichokes, which is a very particular way to prepare them.
Oh, Carradine, you're right on time. You're totally
please.
fine. I'll do another Stephen Wright. Oh, Bill says we're waiting for Gallo to buy a Bronco winery. The owner died several months ago. I remember that. Yeah. Their big claim to fame, $2 Chuck. Remember that too? Oh, thank you, Carradine.
$2 Chuck, of course, has been hit with inflation and now is $3 Chuck.
Well, in New York, it was always $3 Chuck.
Who knows? By now, it might be $5 Chuck. I don't know. But the simple fact is, for $2, and back in the day, you got a great bottle of red wine.
Oh.
It wasn't an awesome bottle of red wine, but it was a great bottle of red wine.
Oh, okay. So you guys have a lot of dandelions. All right. I feel like we could, but the flowers themselves remind me of mushrooms. I can see that.
Yeah.
$5 Chuck. Okay, so our Trader Joe's wine shop closed. There was a Trader Joe's wine shop in New York City, and it just abruptly closed, and everyone was bereft.
Yeah, they're still bereft.
But apparently they're moving. I don't think they've reopened yet, but I know when they do, it'll be like the front page of the New York Times when they get a new location. But
New York Post is going to tell you when they're opening it, baby, because that's the real
Carradine
thing.
has a foot of snow. Oh my gosh,
good
we have
grief.
none. Ours all melted.
Yeah, well, it's gone long
Hi,
enough.
Jean. Good to see you.
Hey, awesome.
Hey.
Yeah. Please, please, please. We're glad to see you here with all of these fun stories of Valentine's Day and all of those liquors and things.
I know. Wait, I assume we still have bubbles.
Well, I have not finished them.
I'm trying to think of what I want next with my bubbles. I got out the vanilla too. Have we? We have not. I was about to say, have we tried everything? No.
Pardon me.
We haven't tried the...
Dunkin' Chocolates.
And there's a prize if you can figure out how to open the box. Oh, wait, there's a piece of tape. Hold on.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Tiny bubbles. I got it. In the wine. All right. I did it.
But you need to do that over here,
I was
too.
trying to hand you this. Instead, he just took that away.
Jeez.
He'll go grab his knife because that's what he does.
I will.
I got the tape off of there. I think that, he just, you should have done that on camera.
What?
Stabbed it like it was Psycho or something. Anyway, come on back and let's eat chocolates.
Correct. Here we go. Yay.
Okay, it's open. Dunkin' chocolates, individually wrapped donut flavored filled chocolates. Donut flavored filled.
We announced that at the beginning of the whole show.
All right.
As if we hadn't
Let's
actually
see.
cracked these yet. We hadn't. So let's see what we have.
Did you
Apparently we have 3 flavors.
take those scissors away? Heart-shaped donuts filled with chocolate cream. Let's see. Let's find out.
I would be really happy if
Ooh.
these are all sort of custard cream.
Karen says, went to Dunkin' yesterday. We were on our way to an event on a Monday morning recently, and there was, traffic was blocked out in the road. What is going on? It was people waiting to go through the Dunkin' drive-thru.
How about that? Apparently
pick one.
that coffee
Pick one.
is that good. You didn't pick one?
I have not. Well, okay, what's this one? This is chocolate cream.
I'm going with Boston cream, which is spelled with
Of
a
course
K.
you are. All right.
And I have fear that that is simply frosting, which I'm not fond of. So we're
Chocolate
going to find out
cream
if this...
is white.
We're going to find out if this is actually more of a custard deployment. Okay, here we go.
I feel like chocolate cream's good. Tastes like chocolate.
You know, calling this sort of a donut thing is silly because it's a cream-filled chocolate. And it does not need to imitate a donut, although it does.
Oh no.
This is more of a frosting deploy, and it's okay. I'll go with it. As a chocolate, it's okay.
Oh geez. Well, first I got to read. Okay. Harold says, our coffee tree produced about 20 beans. My feet are for careful. We'll have enough for a cup. No.
I'll swear.
They taste like chocolate. And
What do
that's
you
a
know?
good thing. That's a good
Tastes
thing.
like chocolates.
But
It's a
okay,
good
the
idea.
one I had tasted like a chocolate. Lisa says, your birthday has a love connotation to it. I remember one year on my 12th birthday. Actually, it was November 18th, 1978, that Jim Jones, the Jonestown mass suicide happened. Oh my God. I always sing that for people who are like, their birthday's September 11th. I'm like, oh, yeah. Do not fear the frosting you are not fond of. Feel free to feel the fitting feeling of feeling you fed on. Carolyn says, you can tell how old we are that we know where a certain internet reference came from.
December 7th,
Nah,
1941.
they're good. I'll try a different one next time, but
Yeah,
the chocolate
I would do
cream
that.
tasted like chocolate.
it did. For real. Well, time for me to figure out another thing. I bet you are close behind.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you got ahead of me, but
Oh,
you lapped me in the drinking department.
crazy but true.
All right, what are
There
you
we go.
thinking?
Same exact vein, different base. Boom.
Do you have a base in mind?
I do not.
Tequila?
I could do that.
I'm not trying to sway you.
Let's get some.
I'm just saying.
Let's get some chill going in there, because you need to chill the glass. This is building glass. Your glass should be really, really cold. If it were coming from the freezer, that is the best. Correct.
So you're just thinking what you did before, but
I'm thinking I would do different things but probably that configuration. So we need a different base. The brandy was good. I would absolutely do that again. However,
tequila, rum.
We have rum?
No, but I can go get it. There's also bourbon.
I'll try the new bourbon. Oh, there it is. Boom, done. Yep. And I will actually build over the rock to make sure this gets nice and cold. 1 ounce of bourbon.
Okay, 1 ounce bourbon.
Bourbon is actually a definition in the United States. If you want to make bourbon, you follow the instructions and you make bourbon. You do not have to be
follow the instructions and you make bourbon.
You don't have to be in Bourbon County, which is too bad for Kentucky, except that Kentucky produces a huge amount of bourbon, so they are not worried. Boom, 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 boom.
I love Lisa too. I remind her that I'm much heavier. Oh. I know it's those connotations. I share my birthday with Jack Benny and Florence Henderson.
Correct. I could use some sour.
There you go. Hi, Chaz. Good to see you.
Hey, Chaz. Awesome. About half ounce of lemon.
Okay, hold on. Oh, no, I got all that. You can do the cherry, right? You said you were doing the same stuff, so...
I did the cherry in the first place. I wonder if there's another liquor I would try. Try the...
There's also blackcurrant.
I try the blackcurrant.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
I'm prepared.
She's got all this stuff going on. I'm just saying. Yep.
All right. He said it was going to be the same, but it's not.
Yeah, it was different.
Okay.
Blackcurrant is a fun flavor. It's actually quite a heavy flavor.
It's like
I'm almost about to kill it.
The Blackcurrant Society is not paying him to say that.
No, it isn't, actually.
Oh, there's more in there.
Where's
You
it?
could just dump that right in your whatever. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Don't dump it in your drink.
I wanted to measure them out. I'm just saying.
Had to make some appetizers watching Paul eating. Oh, I know, right?
I got a little hungry.
Oh, Chaz, Lisa says hi. Okay, I'm just making sure everyone's connecting.
So far I've got a pretty good sour going on.
Ooh. Oh, Carradine, I would
Yes,
love to
yes, I
see
do.
that. Your illustration.
Yeah, please. If you have a link or something, drop it here.
Just like in Land of the Giants. Perspective.
And then you top with your bubbles.
Oh.
There you go. Plenty of bubbles left for you.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Don't worry.
I'm going to have some
That's
more
true.
Fontina.
So,
I feel like this cheese didn't have that much actual cheese in it, but whatever.
you're still digging it out. I'm just saying.
I'm like excavating.
There's some cheese going on there.
Excavating cheese. I don't even want the bread.
Yay. I would like to give that a good stir to make sure it's...
Go for it.
Want to. But that is yummy.
No, geez, Carradine. Oh, man. Oh, hi, Gettysburg Ma'am. Gettysburg Ma'am is back. Okay, yay.
Oh.
Oh, boy, Eric. A tape recording of my parents giving me a bath in my early years after having a debut experience with spaghetti and spaghetti sauce, which I apparently had all over me. That still happens to adults, though, so, you know, it is what it is.
We will frequently have a pasta product with a marinara sauce, and then I realize I've got little specks on my shirt, and I have to kind of clean them because that will
Ew.
stain. So I try to take care of that sort of thing.
Smoked mac and cheese sounds amazing.
Whoa. Okay, that's different.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to stop eating cheese.
Why?
And make a drink.
Maybe I'll have more cheese.
Go for it. All right.
I like the command. Do it. All right. Sure.
Do you?
Let's make it happen. This cheese is encased in wax, so yeah.
Okay. What am I going to do here?
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do here? I'm thinking I will go for the brandy.
Oh.
All right. Let me write this down real quick. Pardon me.
Take our business there, of course. I'm just making sure that my food is up to snuff.
Okay.
Yep. You got it?
Yep.
Still enjoying what bourbon? Bourbon thingy? Yes, of course. Bourbon, blackcurrant liqueur, lemon juice, rosé cava, combined with champagne flute. That's like an ounce of bourbon, half ounce of blackcurrant, half ounce of lemon juice, and then fill with the cava. That's how to do it. Easy, simple, good.
All right. Let me just. All right. I've got this.
Good.
Would you catch up on the comments, please?
Glad to.
While I'm going to start with. Wait, what? Uh-oh. No. Wisconsin.
Stain removal.
Keep eating cheese. Never stop eating cheese.
It really is an oversized Baby Bell at the end of the day.
We're so basic.
And the fact is, if you were to say, is this Edam or is this Gruyere? I'd be like,
yeah, whatever you said.
Well, you know.
Gruyere. It's Gruyere, though.
This is
I remember that from high school French.
I don't speak the language.
No, I know. It's Gruyere.
My grandmother spoke the language.
She
but
did,
I do
too,
not.
Right?
Yeah, she really did. She really did.
Okay.
Because otherwise she would not have been able to speak to her mother. But I'm enjoying the cheese.
Wait, this is the 1 ounce one, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, starting with 1 ounce of brandy.
Correct.
And you know what? I think I'm going to take a page out of your book and chill my glass. I don't want to have ice floating around in my bubbly drink, but...
Never stop eating cheese. Well, you know,
exactly.
I enjoy cheese
Oh,
products.
Mikhail says cheese and crackers my daily lunch. I love it.
The bread is very stiff, so it's a hard chew. But I'm really good with that.
My idea of stain removal is sucking it out of my shirt. Oh, one of those bleach pens saved me one time. I had an audition one day, and I was like, "Ew, I'll just eat lunch before I go to this audition." And like my lunch exploded all over me, and I had one of those Tide pens on me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And it worked. That thing freaking worked.
End of the day, the
Yeah.
cleanser was there for you.
That thing freaking worked. I'm just saying. Okay, so 1 ounce of brandy, a half ounce of the Giffard Vanille de Madagascar. Vanilla liqueur.
Cheese is one of the delights of life. It is one of the accidents of dairy. Anybody who is out there trying to deny cheese is missing the boat.
Oh, Karen says my cats also like cheese. Who doesn't like cheese, right?
It's food.
Oh, I like the extra sharp too. I'm with you. Yeah. Oh, smoked mozzarella. That sounds good, Peter.
Yeah.
Who was the comic that did a shtick with eating spaghetti and throwing it in his face to an opera soundtrack? Do you know? I don't know, but I'm sure someone here will know.
Not the first clue,
That's
sir.
hilarious. Okay, so
We'll try too.
an ounce of brandy, half ounce vanilla liqueur. I used Giffard Vanille de Madagascar.
That's a good place to be.
Half ounce fresh lemon juice. And I'm going to go for 5 dashes Hella Mexican chocolate bitters.
Hardcore chocolate bitters. Those are good.
They are good.
Absolutely.
Paul got these for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good gift. Oh, Munster. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Brian Gumble doesn't like cheese. What? Oh, Mott's. Smoked Mott's. I love that. That's so New York. I'll have the Mott's.
Little smoked mutts. Absolutely.
Okay. Fill with your chilled
Bubbles.
rosé.
Yep. Now, fried cheese curds you can get in a number of places, including A&W. They serve these. They make a big deal out of that.
A&W.
They will serve these cheddar cheese curds from Wisconsin.
I don't think they're actually from Wisconsin, but I get your drift.
They say so, and I have to believe them. Boom.
Otherwise, it would be false advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
We have a vote for blue cheese. I enjoy blue cheese. It is very funky. That's what
Red
cheese is
wine
all about.
inflames the gout. Jeez. I didn't know that.
Do you speak from experience, sir? I'm
Ooh,
just saying.
a local white cheddar with blueberries. That sounds amazing.
Limburger is infamous for being stinky.
Julie says, I just
so
flashed
many
back on
cheeses.
Monty Python cheese shop skit. Yeah, right? Exactly.
The truth is that
Cheese.
blue cheese is spelled bleu cheese
Bleu.
and is rather gray from time to time. It is true. But it is also a little blue. I've noticed that. It is also it has
Blue
that,
and bleu.
it has that certain sort of decayed look that says that something is work here. And I do enjoy like a blue cheese dressing kind of thing. And it needs to have the cheese in crumbles.
Gettysburg, man. Can't go wrong with cheese. ...
Oh, wow. Bleh.
Bobby John says my mom used to eat Limburger.
Well,
I feel like we never. That's the kind of thing we never see in our store. But I feel like if we did, you'd be like, "Let's get the Limburger."
try the Limburger.
He's all about trying whatever's new and interesting.
Well, we were in the supermarket today, and in the
We were.
charcuterie section, there were little jars. If you would like to
Some
do
more cheese.
a breakfast with croissant and all that, there were little jars of clotted cream.
Oh, really?
And I think, wow.
I've only had clotted cream once ever, and it was in Stratford on Avon.
That's a specialty product that is a little hard to get in the States.
Right?
It is a solidified cream product.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I can't tell you what exactly it does that's so different than other products that are like that. But it
Ooh.
is unique. If you ride British Air, you'll get little pots of clotted cream with your breakfast product because you're going to arrive in the morning, right?
Blue cheese stuffed olives. We've had those. Those are good. Yes, those
Yeah.
are good. It's whipped until it's almost butter. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, hi, Colonel Keg. Good to see you.
Well, if you whip cream until it's almost butter, then you're about 2 seconds from being
Mm-hmm.
anybody? Butter. That's what cream does. So if you've got like almost butter,
Hold
that
on.
that is basically telling you butter in a little pot. So
Hold on.
Hmm?
Blue cheese makes me blue. Oh, Amy. Peter says, what cheese goes well with Spam? I think a nice cheddar.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, nice sharp cheddar.
That would be okay.
Yeah, but the blue cheese stuffed olives are good.
They're pretty damn
Oh,
good.
Karen says, my daughter picked up a gin and rhubarb cheese at Aldi's last week.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Hello.
I would try that.
All of it is worth trying.
Clotted cream. I remember I had, when I was in Stratford on Avon, I had scones with strawberry jam and clotted cream. And it was a revelation.
That's a classic right there.
I'd never heard of clotted cream, but it was a revelation.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it's designed to be a very specific kind of a thickened cream product.
Oh, Karen, yes. When we were in London last, we went to high tea at Fordham and Mason's, and that was so much fun.
That was good.
That was so much fun. I would do that again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that was really good. It's great to have like sort of a classic department store in London doing these sort of things. And it's like, we will serve you tea. And it's
Yes,
like,
it was Home of the Bard. Yes.
Very happy.
I took the train up there and I saw Hamlet with a really famous guy.
I never felt
Mark Rylance. I saw Hamlet with Mark Rylance.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Jeez, he's like...
It was so good.
He's totally kicking it these days.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And I was telling Paul that, like, I still lived in California when I spent a summer in London at an acting program. And I did everything by myself. I went to Stratford by myself. Well, I had a classmate who sort of saw, like, oh, it's the American girl. And she drove me up to Oxford one day. That was fun. Like, we just kind of walked around and did whatever. But she was a sweetheart. But for the most part, it was just me kind of like trying to figure out fun things to do. But I went to Stratford and it was, oh my God, it was so good. It was so great. And that Hamlet was amazing. And then I moved to New York thinking like, I'm going to study Shakespeare and it's going to be amazing. And like, I have never seen horrible Shakespeare until I moved to New York. The worst Shakespeare productions I've ever seen in my life have been in New York. I swear to God, like worse than junior high.
No good. No good.
Hi, Hugo 8-track. I'm going to get off of my acting high horse right now.
Soapbox. Done. Yep.
Just saying, like as a theater snob, I've seen some crap Shakespeare in New York.
It's unfortunate.
We can stop talking.
Yes.
Yeah. But I had the scones with clotted cream and strawberry jam in Stratford the same day I saw Mark Rylance in Hamlet, and it was a good day. It was a good day. Oh, Bill says, my wife and I spent 5 weeks in England, including London. I could live in London. I would love that. I know that they've got their issues, whatever, but I would live there.
They are what they are. That's the first day I ever actually...
Hugo says, your camera angle makes me feel a little like a kid at one of my parents' cocktail parties back in the 60s. Well, you're welcome. Oh, Fordham's is a bomb. Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Smoked cheddar, grilled cheese, and tomato soup. Yes, yes to that.
I was about to say that London is the first city I spent substantial time in, enough to actually experience their mass transit system. And I have a particular enjoyment of the tube because I thought it was well done. And regular riders of said system will say, well, you don't understand that this is what happens. I'm like, well, I understand what happens in the New York City system too well. And I understand what happens in the rail system around the city via New Jersey Transit and the Long Island Railroad and Metro North, because I've done all three. But the actual subway, like I got to get from 47th Street to say West 4th Street in 10 minutes, will probably do that. And that's a big plus because you don't want to walk.
Agreed.
Yeah. Kraft
American slices and a fried grilled spam burger. Yes. Exactly.
I might or might not choose a different cheese at the end of the day. We will do spam with regularity.
A Harrods mug. We bought a lot of stuff at Harrods, too. A cheese place in Madison that lost some of their inventory discovered years later 40-year-old cheddar. Oh my God. Oh, Karen, I would love to. I would go to London in a minute. So I ended up when I spent a summer. Oh, hi, Susie. Susie says my grandfather had an amazing basement bar built in the early 70s. I remember going into the basement when I was little, and he and my mom would be chowing down on Limburger cheese and drinking beer. I love that.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
A little Zweiback and Limburger.
I love that. We looked at a house that had a basement bar complete with a sad clown painting over it. But that house was taking on a lot of water.
Oh, good.
They took us down to see the basement bar, and I'm like, there's a lot
That's
of
all
water
we needed
down
to know.
here. Yeah.
No good. True.
Didn't Princess Diana's boyfriend's family own Harrods? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
How about that?
But, oh, yeah, you need to try Spam in your air fryer. It's good. Go for it.
If you have an air fryer and you have a can of Spam.
The breath was stinky as when I kissed him goodnight. I love it.
About 15 to 20 minutes in the air fryer at, I'm looking at one right now, 375. That will be good for your Spam.
Yep.
Yeah. Try that out. It's extremely crispy. It will be fried on all sides very nicely.
Hugo's asking what year. I was in Stratford upon Avon. 89. 89. Has to have been 89. His dad bought Harrods in the 80s. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Not surprised, but...
Well,
yeah, 89, because I moved to New York the year after that.
I was not in Stratford at that year, but about a year earlier, I was close. So, hey.
Where'd you go?
London and Sheffield. Sheffield is not Stratford because there's no theater, but there used to be a lot of industry.
Well, I don't know where Sheffield is compared to Stratford.
Not particularly far as I can tell. It's up country.
Oh, yep. Karen says, I was in London in 90. I just missed you. Oh. Paul did a semester in London.
Yeah.
What year was that?
1988.
Oh, he was there before me.
Dated myself right there.
I didn't see him either.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, I had a room in a rooming house, and it was so loud. There was no way I could ever get any sleep at this place. So I ended up, they let me out of my whatever. Like, I don't think I had a contract, but like, okay, good, bye. But I had a classmate who was like, oh, well, we'll take you in. And I realized later she and her boyfriend just really wanted the money. But I spent the rest of the summer sleeping in their kitchen on a cot. And then during the summer that I was staying with them, they broke up. So the one that was in my class with me was gone. And I was just staying with her boyfriend for the rest of the time. He was a perfect gentleman. He was great. And he would like drove me out to a pub. And yeah, like he was a nice guy, but it was just funny. Oh, inner city of York. Okay. Okay, Karen says, spouse says Sheffield is known for steel production. All right.
Yes, exactly. That's what Sheffield did. There, of course, is a movie based on historical Sheffield and what happened in the 70s and 80s when steel production really fell on the skids. And I believe that
What movie is
whole... I'm trying to remember what the movie was called, but the Broadway show is called Kinky Boots.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because they're talking about when things went on the skids and nobody had any work, what are you going to do? And there's a whole concept of like these guys are going to do sort of a Chippendales production.
Karen says,
Which is funny.
I was in the city just down from Baker Street. Yeah, I lived in a bedsit, so just a room with a communal kitchen. both and toilet all girls. See, that's kind of like I
Oh.
don't think mine was all girls actually, but I just really wanted to go, so I found a place and
Yeah,
yes, Kinky Boots by
The
Cyndi
Kinky
Lauper.
Boots.
Yes.
that's exactly the thing.
Oh no. Gettysburg Ma'am says, I don't think all of my messages are being seen. FB is doing me dirty. No! I hate that.
Why
Ugh.
I'm telling you. But we're talking about.
I do see your comment though, where you said you haven't had spam since you were knee high to a grasshopper. Is that the one I missed?
We have seen those, and that is not going to get you in trouble. So obviously, it's this whole venue screwing with you.
Oh, okay.
Boom,
Thank
boom,
you,
boom.
Chaz. Just posted on the VIP page.
Oh, excellent.
All right. If
Thank
you're
you.
not in the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen VIP room, I highly recommend it.
That's cool. Oh, Sheffield is Rough Trade Records. Oh wow, that's a really big label with the alternative rock thing. That's cool. I know Rough Trade. They're kind of fun.
I'm trying another chocolate.
I tried Boston Cream before, which means I need to try. All right, I'll be intrepid
He's getting picky.
and try brownie batter. There's only
Wait,
three of them
brownie
in there.
butter? I want to try that too.
Find that color. It's actually the color of your dress.
It's
Just
hard
saying.
to tell in this light.
I know the lighting is not good, but no, that's not it.
Is there only one?
No, there's more. That's not it. That's right. Yeah, keep digging.
They all look orange to me.
I know. Here, you take this one.
No. I
Uh,
wouldn't dream of it.
That's Boston Cream.
All right. I'm taking
You
them
could
all
just
out.
keep pulling them out until you find the one you need.
I am.
That's
going to.
true.
All right. Why is there only one brownie bag? Is that like the prize?
Okay, this is kind of a junky chocolate. I'm just saying that it can't
No, I'm not.
possibly.
I don't care. Wait,
That
hold
can't
on.
possibly be the thing. You're holding
Is
one.
this it? All right.
Yes.
Jeez.
Woohoo!
They only gave us two.
The trials you have to go through. I'm just saying.
The struggle is real. Okay. All right.
Go ahead. There we go. Unwrapped. Brownie batter kind of like implies that it will.
Oh, thank you, Gettysburg. Okay, yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna taste like.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
All right.
We gotta go back and read the comments after this.
Tink tink.
Cheers. L'chaim. Right.
That's pretty
Hi,
nice.
Dean.
I think. Yeah, you're correctly name checking that there was a 40,
Tastes like chocolate.
45 and 12-inch by Patrick McNee and Honor Blackman, Kinky Boots. Going back to the 80s, I think. It is slightly perverse, although pretty much it's pretty tame by any of these standards. I've heard it. It's kind of a lot of fun.
When people say how old I am, they say, you don't look that old. It's diet. When I see wrinkles, I eat food until they fill up. Oh. Oh,
Well,
thank you. Yeah, the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen VIP room. Yeah, Dean says Kinky Boots was also a single by Patrick McNee and Honor Blackman.
I'm
Yep.
just name checking that. Of course.
Oh, Bill says back in the day we walked all over Stonehenge. Now it's fenced off. Was it? Which ruin did we go to that you can now not get to?
And you guy?
No, in Mexico. There's a ruin we went to in Mexico that's like that too. Like now we just like climbed the pyramid and walked all over it, and now you can't.
Probably Ekbalam. Which
okay,
is
all right.
within Cancun proper. You don't have to go as far south as Belize, where there are some Maya ruins, and we were only ever able to access the things that you could drive to within a couple of hours within Quintana Roo. And I remember actually checking that out because we had the capacity and it was sort of half reconstructed, and we were taken there in a private bus, sort of private van, which we paid for privately, of course.
Paid for privately.
I'm trying to actually describe this. That doesn't sound idiotic, but our drivers were like, "Here you go," and it wasn't a guided tour. We just checked it out ourselves, and it was kind of half there, and kind of half not there. But it looked really grand. It was a huge pyramid. Yeah.
Well, no, we climbed Ekbalam.
We did.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
But I'm saying, I think that there are pyramids. There was some pyramid now, which might be Ekbalam, that you cannot climb now that we climbed.
I do not know which that
They don't
is.
let you do it anymore. Like, whatever.
I can't tell you. So.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Isn't Facebook like... Isn't being in Facebook jail like having a normal life before Facebook existed? Probably. Oh... Hugo says, I was there in 84 and saw Hamlet with Roger. Okay.
Roger who?
I did that in Cairo. I went to the pyramids of Giza when I was a kid. Oh, I love this.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Giza is the whole plateau that has all of
these
the big
things you
3
can't do
pyramids
now.
you're interested in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Ultimately, the pyramids are not in fantastic shape because they used to be
haven't
sheathed
been.
in limestone.
I haven't been.
And over the subsequent, I don't know, 2 millennia, those have been stripped terribly, which means that acid rain eats them out much harder than would ordinarily happen. So
I'm just saying that, like, I haven't been to these places, so I don't like hearing everyone's negative comments before I go to a place because I'm like, I would probably love it.
yeah.
I tend to be positive and look at the bright side of things. So I'm like, if I'm going to some amazing place, I don't want to hear that everyone hated it, thumbs down. Like, no, because I'll probably think it's amazing.
Well, you would find the pyramids incredible because it's the pyramids.
Oh, Roger Rees.
Yes.
Oh, Roger
Rees,
Rees.
yes.
Oh, love
Yeah,
him.
of
Love
course.
him. Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh.
Yep.
Oh, man. I love them. I remember reading this book about Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson when they were still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And how they would just set their crock pot in the morning when they would go off to do their acting things. And when they came back in the evening, dinner would be ready. I just went out and bought a crock pot right after that.
That's life. Your mother apparently climbed a pyramid.
What? Came down on my behind sitting. I think a lot of people do that, actually.
Plenty do.
Come down on their behind sitting.
The Mexican pyramids are extremely steep. So if you
Yes.
go up,
Yeah.
you'll take a look
Yep.
down and go,
Yep.
oh, and that is by design. They're designed to scare you off your tuchus. But at the end of the day,
Oh,
they scare you
no.
onto your tuchus.
Bill says, when we were in Mexico, I told the people behind the counter at Las Hadas Hotel that we wanted the room that Dudley Moore had. They asked who? What?
Yeah.
Dudley Moore.
Yeah.
Dudley Moore, bitches. The hell? Henry V. Yes.
I'm Henry V. I am.
Then you have to get
Henry
down.
V.
You do
I
have
am,
to
I
get
am.
down. They usually have a rope that you can grip onto to climb down backwards if you're smart. Yeah.
Remember that the pyramids were designed with the idea of the serpent snake god.
Right.
It's a serpent, it's a snake, you know? And that actually climbs the pyramid sideways the way the serpent does.
Right.
And you can get up the pyramid
We
by
did
doing
that. One of the pyramids
Yes.
we went up the serpent way.
You
I
actually
do remember
step
that.
sideways. Now, it's still incredibly steep, and you should respect that.
I know.
But if you do that, you will have a much better time going up and going down. And I've done both. So
Love that. Oh, Errol says almost everywhere I've been is outstanding. Been to a crazy amount of places. Wonderful people everywhere. It's governments that are whacked. Exactly. The people are amazing in these places.
correct.
Yes.
Every
I'm with
time
you. I'm with
I
you.
think about
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yes. Yes. I'm sure I said it wrong, but yes.
No, absolutely true. Every time I think about an area, a country in the world where I think, wow, that's a rough place to be, it's always the government that is a problem. The people are lovely, but governments are horrible, always. And I hear that. And honestly, they're not to be trusted. So I'm not crazy about any of that. I will think about places that are fairly hostile to the United States, and I'll think the people there are actually great people, but the government deserves to be thrown into the ocean. And
Bye.
they prove it every day. What can I say? What can I say? I have no love for that, but the people there are just trying to live. And they're just making great food and drink and life. And that's all we do here.
Feathered serpent.
That's all we do. Yes.
Yes.
I don't give a darn. Yes.
As long as you meet yes, Keratin. 100%. All right. You give me some love for that.
Well, at the end of the day, that's it. And if you actually go, if you are in Mexico, and you will go into the interior of Quintana Roo, and you'll actually visit Chichen Itza, the big pyramid, the big Maya pyramid, you'll find that it aligns with the seasons. And at the equinox, you will see that patterns start arranging themselves on the pyramid and climb up, because that is the serpent climbing
and
the
then
pyramid.
People pay
that's
to be
kinda
there
cool.
when that happens. That's a
the
big
thing.
deal. That is a big deal.
It takes a hell of a lot of time to observe where the actual planet twists in relation to the the star, and figure out where sun is going to hit.
I can't even imagine.
And they've done that
having that be my job.
over about 600 years.
No, I know,
figure it
but
out.
still, like,
You could figure it out.
you're gonna get someone bitching that, like, I didn't get the most optimum view or whatever. It's like, you saw a wonder of the world. Get over it. But
Wake up, people!
no,
You saw
I
the
can't
serpent climb the
even.
pyramid.
I can't even.
That's what it's all about at Chichen Itza. It's actually a really
is the
cool thing.
altitude a problem? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I did one of the pyramids. I did get up, and it's like the altitude wasn't a problem, but I did get up there and be like, "Oh." I think that might have been Ekbalam when I got up there. I was like,
Ekbalam is
to quote
extremely steep.
The movie just went right out of my head.
I'm thinking very hard, but give me a clue.
No,
No.
I'm too embarrassed.
Okay.
I can't even.
No, I couldn't call it up myself. I understand.
Spinal Tap.
Okay, yes.
Spinal Tap. I didn't
This
have.
is
I
Spinal
didn't have
Tap.
to search on it. But I was thinking, like, I'm very, very high right now. Was that Spinal Tap? No, that was
No, it
Ruddles.
is not. No, it is
No,
not
which
that either.
which film am I thinking?
No, it is
what am
not
I thinking?
any of the above.
What am I thinking?
But you know what it is?
No, I don't remember.
With Nell and I.
With Nail and I, yes. When he's like, I'm very, very high right now.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. We gotta
Yeah.
watch that again. I've only
Yeah,
seen With Nail and I once.
I saw that with you.
and it was a really,
it's-
really long time ago.
It's a
Yes.
very specific
Too many
period
trees.
piece, but I think they do it well.
Oh, Grand Canyon. Let's talk about that in a minute. But yeah, okay, that was with Nail and I. When I was thinking, like, I'm very, very high right now. That's how I felt when I got up in Ekbalam and I'm looking down going,
Good grief.
I'm very, very high right now. But I got down. It's all good. Grand Canyon, nice. Maybe like a big hole in the ground. Too many trees. We decided to shoot some video at the Grand Canyon. And because we were trying to fit in a lot of things in one trip, we did not allow nearly enough time at the Grand Canyon. So we went, and it was breathtaking. And I was like, oh, this is breathtaking. Gotta go. So,
Hi, bye.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is breathtaking. Gotta leave.
Crazy stuff. And then we met our folks in Las Vegas who had been waiting patiently for some time. However, we'd arranged for them to be there. And then when we got there, they told us that, well, the place was not very receptive. So actually that totally fell through too. And what a drag. You try to actually set people up so like, when you get there, they'll take care of you. They didn't take care of them. When I talked to my buddy who set that up, he was really infuriated.
I don't
So,
wonder.
I gotta tell you, it's a real drag. You try to make things happen for people. It's like, oh, you're gonna be at this fancy place. We know people there. We'll take care of you. Look, even if you're just sitting there and paying for your drinks, if they will simply, set you up and treat you well, that's important. And if we actually do that for people and the local staff are not very accommodating, what can I say except that is not cool. Because every Wednesday, you see us here. We try to teach you a few things that we figured out that you will enjoy.
I just think if you show people a little bit of consideration, they're so happy.
Seriously.
So show people some consideration and you'll have a fan for life.
Easy.
But it's like, oh no, I've got to like doorman you and be like, no, you can't get in here. It's like, really? Because you could have had a fan for life. Whatever.
On the contrary, you got somebody who will never visit you again.
Oh my gosh, we're so behind on comments.
We try.
I know.
I'm telling you.
Anytime you're in St. Paul, I would love to.
Always.
I played Minneapolis on tour, and we didn't do anything. And of course, that's
you saw the inside of a theater. That's what you saw.
We did, and it was a gorgeous theater.
Of course, it was good.
Dang.
Yeah.
There's some reviewers who give 0 stars because the weather was bad. Exactly. Ugh.
People.
I don't like that.
People, seriously.
I don't like that. Get over it.
I will actually say what I said earlier. Fill in the blank. Please, why are you slagging a place
get over
because the weather was bad?
Ugh.
They control what they control. When you get there and they are polite to you, there you go. If they're rude to you, there you go. 2 different concepts. That's what they can control, not the bloody weather. Oh, that's so stupid. Can I tell you? So.
Are you signaling me?
No, I am not.
Good night, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Oh,
I'm so glad to
Amy
see
says
you.
went to Minneapolis for a weekend recently and had a
I
blast.
bet it was awesome. Minneapolis sounds like a great town. There's a lot of fun going on there. No question.
Felt like you were signaling me it was time to...
Was I?
I feel like you were.
It might be close because we've been on.
All
We've
right.
been live.
I know.
For
It's
nearly 2 hours, and we're doing it.
time. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I
we
guess
are.
It's time. Well, I think we need to do something else for my birthday.
We need to do 10 other things for your birthday. I'm just saying.
Brunch broadcast.
I didn't say that. But you know what?
Brunch broadcast.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. Easy.
I don't know if anyone here is free on the weekend. but
Easy peasy.
I'm feeling like a brunch
You'd like it.
happy hour might be in order.
Well.
I
We
don't
could do-
know. We'll see.
Hey.
This might be the drinks talking. But if
What's
you're interested,
talking?
let us know.
Yeah. We could actually put that together very easily and sort of a few things here. Easy.
All right.
Well.
I think it's because I can't let go. It's my
Aw.
birthday coming up.
But your birthday isn't here yet.
No, it's not. But I'm going to milk it.
For all it's
Can I wear
worth.
my earrings again?
But in the meantime, we're here on a Wednesday with all of you, which is awesome. I'm so glad to be able to do this with you.
Oh,
on a regular basis.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you. Oh, Julie, Gettysburg, ma'am, Eric. Oh, yes, thank you, Errol. Thank you.
Look at this one over here. Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
Well, we try to put together a little entertainment for you on a Wednesday, and I think we succeed. And we've had a lot of fun concepts, including your earrings. I think Gettysburg.
We're getting some votes for brunch.
Yeah. The link was dropped earlier. You can find her product easily. Not a big deal. It's
Plum Run
good
Company.
Stuff. Plum Run. Worth your time. If we were to do a brunch broadcast, it would be same bat time, same bat channel.
No, it would be
different bat time, same
Sunday-ish. Sunday-ish, but
so much for the bat time on the bat channel. Maybe it's a different bat time and the same bat channel, which it is actually. It's not that hard. But we are here to give you a little entertainment at random times. But we could tell you when that's happening. Just check the socials and you'll know when to tune in. It's not that difficult. We're here to deliver a few drinks.
I hope so. If we do a brunch, I'm going to be sitting on the sofa.
Yeah, I'm going to be on my tuchus.
Just saying.
I'm going to be on my tuchus.
Yeah, my tuchus.
And we might have a little cereal or something like that. You know, it's all the fun stuff.
Dungeon dinner. All right, we're getting some votes for it. Okay, I'll think about this hard because, like, I don't know. Like, I never have a birthday party because I'm always afraid that the weather's gonna kill it.
It's February. It's gonna be terrible.
And then, like, this year it's like spring, but whatever. We didn't get it together in time, so you guys are my birthday party.
That's it. All right, we'll let you know.
All right. Okay, we're gonna
simple fact
sign
is,
out now.
Several people are supporting us via the usual channels. We really appreciate that. I really do. Patreon, yes. If you're actually going through our Amazon store, that helps the whole project immensely. It is extremely passive income for us, and it does not affect your buying experience at all.
Hold on, I'm going to drop the link to our Amazon store. If you're thinking of shopping on Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We love you.
We do. You do.
All right.
It is so fantastic to give you a little inspiration on a Wednesday. Because we're here. You're here. Let's have a little fun. No, we try. And what else is there available? Well, I think those are the major venues. But it's fantastic to see you on Wednesday for a couple of hours. As always, I thank all of you who stuck with us for hours at a time because we're just trying to make it fun. A little, as always, a little song, a little dance.
A little seltzer down your pants.
Oh, that's a little wet. But we'll make it happen, folks. And no matter what happens, and no matter where you are, and no matter what you do, remember, we'll see you soon.
Good night.